All right, everybody, welcome to Just a Few More Minutes podcast, where three veterans of the animation and video game industry dish about movies, games, and entertainment in general. I'm Jeff Gabor, and alongside me is Michael Berardini.
Hey, girls and boys.
And Peter Paquette.
Don't call me Peter.
All right, so let's get started because we have a ton of things to cover and just a few more minutes to discuss it. I think that sounded identical to our first episode, even a little giggle at the
Pretty
end.
much, exactly.
This is episode number 2, dated January 5th, 2016, our first podcast for the new year.
And our second podcast ever.
Well, yeah, but we're experienced.
Yeah,
It doesn't mean it's not going to be good.
we totally didn't have technical difficulties for the past 30 minutes.
I said the same thing when I was 16
All right.
about the experience. But I mean,
So what are we what are we dishing about tonight, gentlemen?
well, same thing as we always do. Since we are veterans of the animation industry, let's give our animation tip of the week. So this week's tip is about muting channels. So a great way to help your polish and to figure out little issues you may be having when you're trying to figure out little pops and clicks and whatnot is you want to isolate different body parts. So you can just go, especially in Maya, you can grab any of the channels, X, Y, Z, translate, right-click in the channel box, and just mute it. And that's going to lock it at its current position. So what I like to do is basically mute the entire body and just watch the pelvis mover and finesse the translates and then the rotates. And this is all, and then you add, like, say, the spine mover, and then you add the neck and the head and whatnot. And this is what I really like to do with the head is during nods. You just, do your translates if you have any translates on the heads, which is relatively rare.
He's a master of the nods, by the way.
So good with the nods. But, so first do the X, rotate X, and have rotate Y and Z still muted. So that way you can just do your yes first.
Like Muppets.
Yeah. So you get that finesse, you know exactly, like, usually a really fast nod is about 3 frames. Anything less than 3 frames is going to look stroby.
Getting detailed, man.
Getting detailed. So then you do your Y and then your Z last. So that's a good way to finesse your polish, because a lot of reels that we're seeing, at least for Blue Sky Studios, the one thing that is very consistent is a lack of final polish. Muting channels.
Also, a lack of polish in all of my shots.
Oh, yeah, you could just get someone else to polish your shot, yeah.
You could also use the layer editor and put your nod in after the fact. If you're interested in using animation layers.
Yeah.
I'm scared of layers. I use them sometimes, but only for, like, when I have everything blocked in and then I want to add something extra, but I won't ever, they're not, like, part of my workflow.
Well, I use them very sparingly. Let me make that perfectly clear. I use the animation layer editor for, like, things like a head shake or things like jittering. Yeah,
jittering's great.
I don't use it for. I don't like go fucking go fucking crazy with it. I just use it for very very specific things.
Look at all these tips we just gave you, youngsters and old folk, and no one in between.
And then we did that in all just a few minutes.
That's right.
Peter.
Yes, sir.
What's going on in the world of video game news?
Oh, man, there's a lot to talk about.
Hit me in the mouth.
First, I want to talk about what everybody loves, is free games.
I do
enjoy
that. It is
the beginning of January, which means there's free games for both PS Plus and Xbox Gold. So, without further ado, PS4, we got Grim Fandango Remastered and a game called Hardware Rivals, which I'm not familiar with.
I think it's a tank game.
Is it?
Not super excited. Keep going.
Okay. PS3 is Dragon Age Origins and Medal of Honor Warfighter, both couple solid games there. PS Vita is, I can't even pronounce that, Nihilumbre. Nihilumbre?
Oh, I've heard of it. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Legends of War Patton and Grim Fandango also. Xbox Gold. Looks as though Xbox One users can get Killer Instinct Season 1 Ultra Edition, or a game called Zeros with an H. Zeros, how's it said phonetically?
Oh, maybe Z Heroes?
Yep, and
probably
or maybe
it is Z Heroes. I don't know how.
Maybe they're German, like Z Heroes.
The heroes, they take the boobs and thrust them on the floor.
Z Heroes.
Xbox 360 has Dirt Showdown and Deus Ex Human Revolution.
That's the only game I like out of that entire list.
Actually, I didn't send you guys the article to talk about, but it was a couple weeks ago when Xbox released their latest list of backwards portable games, and I was surprised to see how many new games were on there. It was really cool.
What do you mean new?
Well, new, old. They're slowly going.
You?
Well, I just mean new to the list
Oh.
of backwards compatible.
Okay.
So
I gotta say that backwards compatible thing is gonna go the way of backwards compatibility that the 360 had. It's like they have to basically alter the code for each game and emulate it on the system, and they don't support every game. True backwards compatibility is like the Wii U. Thank you very much. It's you put in the goddamn disc that you owned at one point and it works. That doesn't seem to be the case with either the PS4 or the Xbox One.
Well, no, the PS4 has PlayStation Now, which is just awful. All you can do is stream old games. You have to pay a subscription fee for that.
I mean, I'll give the flip side. I'm really happy with it, just because I didn't think it was ever going to be possible. So just the fact that I can now play my Castle Crashers again with the same account, with the same saves, and then I'm really hoping Mega Man 9 and 10 get there. That's cool.
So it's literally the game that you bought, you can play.
Yeah, it saves to your account. So any digital download, like I was able to pick up right up again with Super Meat Boy. It's pretty cool.
Well, that's good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
With the digital side of things.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm still waiting for DuckTales again because I wanted to finish going through and collecting all the artwork and all that. So.
That was free on PlayStation Plus. I played it for the first time.
Oh, yeah. You said you had the review of it had like 3D background, so you didn't get it.
I hate platformers with 3D backgrounds and like pixely character art, even though this wasn't pixelated, that they like did paint overs of the originals or whatever. Yeah. But I just really hate the disconnect between the background and the foreground.
My only critique of that game is Mrs. Beakley sounded like crap. Everybody else sounded spot on, obviously, because they were the people, but I don't think Mrs. Beakley was, or she didn't know how to redo the voice.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about that game is that it was basically getting together people and artwork that would never be together again. Yeah. So it was a really nice homage to the original show.
And we got some June Foray in there.
I know how much you guys like June Foray.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's a cutie.
Annies are coming up again. We'll get to see her willed out again. I really shouldn't say this.
Jesus Christ. You're an Annie winner, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I'm just going to... BJ Crawford.
Yeah, BJ Crawford's up for an Annie. Let's talk about that.
Oh, man.
Again.
That's awesome.
And voting is open. There's some animation news. So vote away if you're part of a CIFA.
Vote for him, more specifically.
Oh, yeah, vote for BJ specifically. Yeah.
BJ,
partly because it's
BJ
real, it's worth it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Just to throw him a quick thank you, he sent me a flip book of his that I guess Blue Sky actually published. Just saying thank you, and because originally he sent me his reel and I brought it to Gallon, and Gallon being the supervisor at Blue Sky, and he just sent me that as a thank you, and I was just so touched that he remembered. So, thank you, BJ. That was an awesome gift.
So, basically, BJ owes everything to you, Pete.
No, not at all. His talent.
His skills definitely attributed to you.
His skills, it was literally, I put it in, and within 5 seconds, I could tell that it was like, he was a one-of-a-kind.
But still, if it wasn't for you, so, like, I mean, should he have to make a speech, he might want to recommend, he might want to say your name first.
Do you think if he
wins, that's not what I'm getting at. God damn it! I'm trying to explain here that he sent me a nice gift, and I thank you, BJ. That is all. don't read into it.
All right, so let's move on a little bit. Like we're definitely running out of time. Go ahead and pick your next favorite story.
I got some more game news.
All right, let's go, Pete. Let's go.
Jeez, man, it's like as if we only had a few minutes.
Buzzing. Or hit me hard. Listen, don't look at me like that. Once again, we got Colorado whiskey going. We were having technical issues, so we technically been drinking for an hour.
And because we had technical difficulties, Nick, Bruno, all the ice is melted, so you can't hear anything. Listen to this. I'm jingling right here. You don't.
Yeah, can we make it slosh a little bit? Oh yeah, it's all over. It's all over. Sorry, you're gonna smell like a drunk on the way home. That's okay. Are you driving?
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
no, officer.
That was the perfect sound effect for the moment. That was perfect.
Okay. Go next story, Pete. Jesus, how much do I gotta pry this out of you?
Well, you guys are going on your tangents, so I'm just letting it fly.
Tangents make or break podcasts. They've broken ours.
So, Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom, they released their first gameplay of this game. It looks fantastic. It's a 30-year-old franchise from the old Wonder Boy Monster World series. You could play as a snake, a frog, a pig, a lion.
Those are all my favorite animals.
Yeah, it's just a... Wow, I'm really happy for you. It's just a really nice action platformer that is based off of the original. That's
cool. I have to check that out. Actually, one of the very first on the Sega Master System, the Wonder Boy was one of my very favorite games that my neighbor had, and I would constantly harass him to let me play it. So
yeah, Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom coming 2016 to PC and PS4.
It's the prequel to Paperboy, right?
You got it.
Jeff just stared at me.
I was trying to put it together. I was like, wait, Paperboy.
Actually, it's Hudson's Adventure Island was based off the original game.
Never heard of that one either.
I just picked up the first one.
All right.
And I bought the second one today.
What?
Adventure Island.
You showed me Adam's Family Values.
Well, that's what came in the mail today.
Oh.
And it wasn't just Adam's Family.
Oh, dang it.
I'm going alphabetical, Pete.
I'm trying to keep it going here.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep it going.
What's the next one?
Tangent cut off. Continue.
Animation fans.
That's us.
Wii U game called A Boy and His Blob, the remake of the original Nintendo game of the same name, is coming out on January 20th for Xbox One and presumably the PS4 because it's been rated by the board. This game, if you're not familiar with it, you should check it out right now. It is gorgeous, and it's animated so well. It's very charming. The characters are very appealing, and the game is a lot of fun. It's not the most challenging thing in the world, but it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful, so I highly recommend that.
I saw it on the Wii, but I never bought it because it was on the Wii. I essentially had Wii just for Zelda. Continue, sorry.
No, everybody had Wiis for Zelda. And Mario.
Yeah.
Oculus Rift pre-orders start tomorrow, which would be January 6th.
So by the time you're listening to this, go and check out how expensive it is.
Tell us.
Whoa!
That's expensive. I'm not going to do that. I'll wait for PlayStation VR.
Yeah, and don't get sick.
Yeah, actually, I was going to talk about that because I tried out the Oculus, and I was so excited about it. And it, what's that? The dev kit that Todd Elliott at work had. I don't know.
Both. It's probably the first one.
I'm pretty sure it was the first one because he just brought it in and everybody was excited.
Yeah.
And I got extremely sick. I was out of commission for almost 3 hours. So
it's depressing. It was depressing because I was thinking, wow, this is the next big thing. Yeah. And I'm not going to be able to go with everybody. It's too bad. So I hope things have changed, but I thought it was amazing. My stomach dropped when I did the little roller coaster ride, and I couldn't believe it actually made me feel like I was actually falling. And then I got really sick, so that sucked. Maybe you're just not good on roller coasters. Sorry, go Pete.
No, I was gonna say that I tried a dev kit as well, and the demo that was in there was just a room.
Yeah, we did that one as well, and that, you know what it was, is like when you pivot and I'm fine when you're looking around, but as soon as you start to translate and then rotate at the same time, oh my, I lost it. I couldn't do it.
You see, I didn't get that far. So, like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Wait, did you not have a controller in your hand?
Put it on and immediately threw up everywhere.
Did you have a controller with you?
No.
No. Okay.
I was just looking around like a cat.
Well, yeah. So that part was fine because then it's basically any one of those, you know, like when you got your iPhone and you're looking around on your iPhone, it's just everywhere. It doesn't really make you sick because you don't have the translation issue with it. Because what is it? It's an issue where your eyes are seeing one thing, but the balance inside your ears isn't matching it. So your body believes it's poisoned. So it creates basically a feeling of nausea to throw up because your body literally thinks it needs to get rid of the poison.
That's all just scientific reasoning for old people that can't play video games anymore.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
sounds fucking
it's like
terrible.
It was about a year or two ago. I was trying to get some more guys at work to play Halo, and good animator friend Matt Munn went and bought the next Halo, played one night with us, and became insanely sick over it, and that was it. He doesn't play first-person shooters anymore.
We should get him to play Mirror's Edge.
Yeah. But it happens to lots of people. Yeah.
Not me.
That's too bad.
I'm excited. I really want to see how much they charge for that thing, though.
You would get the Oculus Rift?
No, I'm not going to get the Oculus, but I'm very interested to see what they charge.
Yeah.
Because who knows?
Well, let's take bets. None of us know at this point. In next episode, we can see who's right.
I'm going to say about $650.
Damn.
Whoa.
I was going to go
hey, man,
4.
Go big or go home.
I'll say $399.
I just said 400.
Oh, okay. I'll go.
I'll go 500.
All right, you go $499.
I'll go $499.
All right.
He's gonna go $401.
Bob Barker's gonna come out with a $100 bill for one of us.
Is he alive still?
Oh, Drew Carey. Sorry.
Well, is Bob Barker alive though?
He can't be. There's no way he can be.
Bob Barker? All that surgery?
Check it, Pete.
What about all those Price is Right ladies? Are they still on there, like the old ladies, or did they bring in new young women to do?
They're all new hot women.
Here's a site called Dead or Alive. Info.com.
Look yourself up.
Bob Barker.
Bob Barker, alive.
Oh! I would have lost that bet.
Date of birth, 12/12/1923.
This is going to be one of those things.
92.
In the time gap between when we record this and when this comes out, there's no doubt he will die.
Sorry, Bob's family.
Oh, that is
all right,
too
so
bad.
I got one more piece of news. I backed this on Kickstarter. It's called The Ultimate Guide to the NES Library. This is for all you retro collectors. It's basically a 450-page book of Nintendo goodness with reviews on every game in the library. And there's also discussions about accessories and a special section for the NTSC or the PAL exclusives and a few other things. It actually ended up getting covered. I think I want to say they were asking for like 16 grand, 16.5, and they pulled in 144,000.
Whoa.
So
there's a lot of you retro folk that like your retro stuff.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's right up your alley, Pete.
Yeah, it is. It totally is. And the funny thing is there's a lot of games that I have that I haven't played. So this will be great to go in and see like what is good because each game is rated, and see what's actually decent and throw it in if I haven't played it.
Yeah, we hinted at it earlier, but literally I just got the NES Addams Family game in the mail. I'm sure it's garbage.
I haven't played that one either, to be honest with you.
But you own it.
I do have it. Yeah.
Well, actually,
so that's what I.
Yeah, that's the news, Pete.
That's what I have for gaming news.
There it goes.
Let me backtrack to episode 1 for those that did follow. I have a follow up to
Phantom Menace.
Yeah. It's
Tangent.
Clone Wars. Great movie.
Sand.
No. Mega Man. I talked about playing Mega Man Legacy and having one of the world records for one of the challenges. So I checked in to see if mine still was up there or if it had been disqualified due to zipping. It was still logged in, but I had been beat by many people by about 15 seconds or so, which is quite considerable in a speed run. So the mine was 5:08, something like that. Oh, I guess it would have been about 10 seconds if someone beat me. So theirs went down to 4:58, 4 minutes 58 seconds for this challenge. And
they beat the game in 4 minutes and 58 seconds?
No, this is a for Mega Man Legacy, there's a set of challenges, and I don't know, maybe there's 100 of them. There's so many, and it's basically a random mix of events in Mega Man's 1 through 6. So this one specifically is a mix between Mega Man 1 and 2, zipping you to various parts of the game. You go into these portals, all of a sudden you're in a new area. You run, go into a new portal, and it sends you to all of a sudden now you're fighting a Wily boss. So it just zips really fast in between the game, and you just try to do that specific challenge as fast as possible. So it's really fun. It adds new life to the game. So this one, the mix between Mega Man 1 and 2, saw that I wasn't on top anymore, so I played for about 45 minutes and got it back. So I'm back on top.
Nice.
Check it out, Jaggy Man.
Oh, you're putting that out there, huh?
There's nobody's gonna be in front of me.
What's everyone's usernames?
Mine has been Kid Ikari for years.
Cool, man. I'm not gonna say
with
mine.
a K, right?
Kid and like kind of like Kid Icarus or Kid Icarus, however you want to pronounce it. But I figured it'd be fun to mix Kid Icarus with Ikari Warriors, even though Ikari Warriors sucks a huge D.
Yeah. So Kid Ikari, and then
Nope, I'm not gonna say it.
Oh,
I'm ashamed of it.
I can spit it up. I won't. I'll be nice.
No,
it's okay.
It's BMX Ride 437. I made it when I was like 12, and I was super into fucking riding them sweet ass bikes with them pegs. I could do a little tail whip on my bike. That's about all I could do.
I'm sorry, did you say whip?
Whip? Yep.
Well, that sounded nice on the mic.
Whip. Oh, God. Blow out the volume on that.
Yeah.
So that was the update. So moving on, next topic. Let's talk about movies.
Movies? I like those a lot.
Let's move on away from games just for a little bit because I know BJ Crawford was promised movies.
John Williams, he's great.
So let's talk about our favorite movies of 2015. This is the first episode of 2016, so let's finish off 2015 movies by what are our favorites. BMX Kid.
No,
go.
That's not even right.
BMX Rider.
No, it's still...
BMX Ride.
There it is.
437.
You got it.
BMX Ride 437. What's your top... How many movies?
Hold on. 437. Those are very interesting numbers in my life. I grew up on 743 Monroe Street. You can go there. Nobody of my family lives there anymore. Not that anyone would go.
What city?
Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh. And then there was some other numbers that made it interesting. But that's all I can remember, so it's not that interesting of a story. Movies?
No, top 6 movies. That was so important to the podcast.
I have 6 movies again, like last time I
Mark
had 6 games. Because I can't pick 5. Actually, I probably could drop one of these off, but I'm not going to. And these are not in any particular order. Number 1.
Rank
I mean...
Just try to rank them. Just try to rank them. Real quick.
Okay, coming in at number 6, we got... let's do Crimson Peak by Guillermo del Toro. That sexy, sexy man. Did you guys see this movie at all? Don't think you did.
No.
I don't like scary movies.
That should not deter you. It's actually not very scary.
Was there any time where the anxiety was... Okay, I'm now.
But it's such a good movie, and it's just so visually well done, and it's like... It's more of a... Well, I'm going to quote Guillermo del Toro on Twitter. He called it a gothic romance, which, you know, it sounds beautiful and fancy and lovely, and my wife didn't go see it with me because she thought it would be too scary, but I know that she'll love it when she watches it. Oh, and the other thing, I choose my movies based on basically how excited I am to buy the Blu-rays. So all 6 of these movies I will buy immediately when they come out, or already have. Anyway,
Pete, do you have a list, by the way? Do you have a list of movies?
I haven't seen many, so I have a few that I'll talk about the ones that I saw.
Okay. Well, I have a top 5, so when you get to your 5, I'll share my 5 then.
okay. What should go at number 5, though? I'll put... that should be higher.
We're probably going to have crossover, so
Yeah,
if you
we
mention
will.
a movie, then I'll just talk about it.
Okay. I'll put number 5 with Mad Max, Fury Road.
Mad Max was my number 2.
Oh, well, you just spoiled your whole thing.
That's okay. Mad Max.
Tell us about it. Speak.
Brilliant looking.
Yeah.
It was. The majority of the movie is the way it's looks and the way it was shot. Like, it was very creative. I love the frame rate stuff where they overshot it
really cool.
and then changed it and posted so it reduced motion blur. That stuff was really cool, really fun and creative. Effects were amazing. And the story was actually good. There's not much to the story, which was the freaking point. It was just
an extended action sequence, basically.
Yeah, and well done. I loved it.
I also loved it. Pete, did you see it at all?
Nope, I haven't seen that one.
All right.
Good commentary, Pete.
No, I hardly really watch movies. When I go see a movie, it's because I expect something or I worked on it. And that's honestly, that's been my entire past year. Has been my 2 favorite movies of the past, or my 3 favorite movies of the past year has been Peanuts, Star Wars, and Black Mass.
Look, someone.
I'm trying to read what that giggle was. Are you happy with Black Mass?
No, I don't care about that movie.
Sounds like a porn.
It's a good movie. It's about the.
It's with Johnny Depp, though, right?
Yeah, but you don't realize it's Johnny Depp. It's a really good movie about the Whitey Bulger.
Oh yeah.
The kingpin around Boston.
Yeah.
That's
I like it because it's a local story.
Yeah.
And then Star Wars. I loved Star Wars. I mean, I
Wait, you can't. You can't spoil Star.
Well, that's good segue, Pete. Wow, really good. At number 4 for me is Star Wars.
I forgot to put Star Wars on my top 5.
You were
I guess I have
retarded.
6.
Hey, that's our thing.
All right. Star Wars.
Force
Star Wars.
Awakens, Episode 7.
All right, hold on. We owe some positive talking about Star Wars real quick.
Okay,
While we
well-
got the time. So, maybe it's a good time just to say what your favorite part was. Just talk positive about that movie. Because we all loved it, but we shit on it a bit last week.
We did, which, I don't know. That's the thing. There's like a big backlash against Star Wars now, and I don't understand it, even though we did the same thing, I guess.
we did do the same thing.
Well, because
So
it's a
we
type
do
of
owe
movie
it-
you get super opinionated about.
Yeah. I've seen it 3 times now, though, so I'm pretty determined that I like it a lot.
All right. Well, I'll quickly say my just favorite part. When Kylo Ren starts pounding his chest and the blood's out, comes spitting out. That was the most creative, cool thing.
See, I didn't like that part
Love
at
it.
first, but then seeing it a second and then a third time, I was like, fuck, that is cool.
Because I feel like
Because-
he was tapping into his anger to make himself even more
Well,
dark.
It's also, I didn't really realize it till I read stuff online, but he got shot with Chewie's bowcaster, which has been sending all the stormtroopers like flying 20 feet throughout the whole movie. And he just fucking takes it and like goes down on one knee, and then he's fighting with it. That's how he was able to destroy Finn so quick. Or slow, I guess. I mean, everyone was like, why can't he take on those guys? So that was cool. I already said my favorite part was when Rey got the lightsaber.
Yeah.
Because that was fucking awesome. But I'll say my other favorite stuff is basically Finn. I know some people have said like Finn didn't really feel like he was a part of the Star Wars universe, but like I think he's the perfect entryway for people that haven't seen Star Wars, and I just like really loved his banter, I guess. Like when he's talking to Rey, he's like, "You got a boyfriend? Cute boyfriend?" I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite part of the Star Wars movie was I have a couple things that I really liked. The kind of generalities. I loved the initial chase of the Millennium Falcon when they were learning how to fly it and stuff, where Rey was learning how to fly it, and I really loved the practical effects. I mean, it made me feel like a kid again watching that.
Yeah, when she swings the Millennium Falcon around to get that shot perfectly when the gun's jammed, that was fucking awesome. Yeah. That was so good.
I always feel like I could be an actor when there's those shots when Finn's just like, woo! I'm like, I can do that. That looks fun.
All right, yeah. So Star Wars was kick-ass. Yeah, so let's go. I don't know where we're at.
I'm at number 4.
All right. Go then.
No, you.
All right, well, I'll talk about it. I'll say a movie I'm sure is not on your list. I felt like I had to include at least my favorite animated movie of the year.
Okay.
So what was my favorite animated movie of the year? With it being said, that I do actually think this was an exceptionally weak year for animation. So, but with that, I think Inside Out was the best movie of the year.
Whoa. I disagree.
I disagree.
I'm not going to say the trendy thing of Anomalisa. I'm not going to say that. I do think that movie was exceptionally well done.
That's my number 3.
But Anomalisa is number 3.
Yeah. I'm a hipster.
Fuck it. I don't even care. I wanted to spoil something. I won't spoil it. I'll just say the movie was too uncomfortable for me.
What? I'll recreate it for you. For those who have seen it.
All right, hold on. For the people that don't want the recreation, guard your ears for at least the next 5 seconds. Go.
Is that good?
So, if you like the way that sounds and don't find that extremely uncomfortable,
I'm enticed. I'm aroused.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting. If you find that disgusting, do not watch Anomalisa.
Did that intrigue you, Pete?
No, not in the least bit.
Damn you.
All right, so we killed 2 birds with 1 stone there.
We did. What are you at?
I guess I have 3 movies left to talk about.
All right, I got 2.
All right, so then I will drop down to a movie that I'm sure is not on your list, but you should watch it.
All right.
It is called Wolfpack.
Never heard of it.
It's a movie that I believe is still streaming on Netflix right now. It's a 2015 documentary, and it follows the Angula brothers. They're basically this...
Werewolves.
No.
Okay.
They're basically this family that's been locked away by their father. From what I can at least tell, they're brought up basically in this fear is that their whole life is about fear, and since they have no exposure really to the outside, they spend their whole lives recreating the movies they see, especially like some Quentin Tarantino.
Wait, this is
movies.
a documentary?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sounds fucked up.
It is really messed up, but it has stuck with me so much that it had to make one of my top 5 movies of the year, just because I cannot stop thinking about it.
How you want to, when you have kids, you want to lock them in a room?
Well, it just seems, look how creative they got.
Yeah.
So, clearly.
They could go, woo, in Star Wars.
Whoa! No, see, I can't do it. No. Hold on, I want to try that. Hold on.
All right.
Woo!
Oh, shit.
That blew it. But that was not bad.
That was good.
There goes the levels, man.
Anyways,
there goes the levels.
Wolfpack streaming. Check it out. It will stick with you, and it's a bit definitely haunting.
We're an intellectual podcast. We got documentaries on our top 10 list.
This is my last one.
All right.
This is the Peanuts for me was fantastic, and you guys worked on it, and you guys nailed it.
Thanks, bud.
The Peanuts mean a lot to me, personally, and if there was something wrong or off about it at all, I would have been really pissed off. Like when Horton shakes his ass. If there was anything like that in that movie, it would have really pissed me off. But no, and I absolutely loved the fact that you guys didn't name the little redhead girl. I love that.
Yeah.
It was just, that was perfect.
Her name is Francesca Capaldi.
Now you ruined it.
The voice actress. It's just the voice actress. Don't relax, Pete. Relax.
Okay.
Her name is Heather.
Okay. LRHR.
Do you guys know that I actually worked on the original pitch for that movie?
I did know that. Yeah, I saw that.
Wait, what?
back in 2003. No. Was it 3?
Yep, it was 2003. It was when right after Robots.
Guys, I wasn't even born yet.
Oh, fuck you.
It was funny. There was that original pitch, and just talk or wax a little poetic on there. Mm-hmm. It was interesting to see that a couple years ago. Nick Bruno, the supervising animator, let me take a look at it again, and there was some really good stuff, and then some really awful stuff. But it was crazy to see that compared to what our final product ended up being,
Oh, and believe me, I'm not defending it in the least bit. I'm just saying, like...
It was clear that the technology literally was not available to do that movie yet. It had to be put on hold for 12 years because you couldn't do it then.
It's barely not available for us.
Yeah, with the stuff we had to go through. Thanks, Pete.
Yeah, I only have one thing to say to that. I'm going to back up from the mic. Woo!
That to me is the animated movie of the year.
What is going on in there?
So,
thanks, Pete.
It is funny. Like I said, Inside Out was my favorite animated movie of the year, but I really did like Peanuts. I really, really did, and I just can't say that's my favorite. I'm way too close to the project, but I feel like for everything we did on it, I am very proud to work on that movie.
Well, I'm the voice of unbiasedness. So,
well,
yeah, I think your guys' movies should be animated movie of the year.
Well,
preach.
My number 2 movie is the exact opposite of the Peanuts movie, and it's one that you won't watch. Like, I won't watch yours. It is horror.
Oh no,
but it's not very scary. It Follows.
Nope.
Number 2.
Stupid clown movie.
It's not a clown movie. That's It.
It Follows. Sounds like a sequel.
It is a sequel.
See? Told you.
No, it's not.
So wait a minute, is that one of those like found footage shitty horror movies?
No, it's not found footage at all. It's basically, the conceit is, once you have sex with someone who has it follows you. So it's sort
like
of
what they say.
Exactly. It's sort of like a commentary on AIDS.
That's very charming, by the way.
I would like to see the pitch for that. Some guys are just sitting around the house. What if venereal disease was a ghost?
It's not a ghost. It's just a
haunting
random person. Is that a ghost?
I don't know. Are you hearing that?
Yeah, I'm hearing that too.
Weird.
That was bizarre.
Keep talking about it.
Come at me, ghost!
It.
So like, that would be crazy if it just bashed through the door. It is basically, it can take the form of any human, and they're just like slowly walking towards you. They're sort of like a zombie, but they fit in with all the humans everywhere, all the people, and they just like will continually walk towards you and try to kill you. And it will never speed up. It'll never chase after you. It's always just continually walking towards you,
like Mike
no
Myers.
matter what you do. I don't know. Sure.
Well, nothing about that sounds.
Well, isn't
like
that the whole thing with the Halloween thing? Like Mike Myers, he just slowly walks and slaughters you, but he's never like chasing anybody.
Well, right, but you can like harm him.
Oh, okay.
Like this, I mean, I suppose, I don't think they ever. Well, they do attack him in the movie It, and like it takes it. I keep wanting to say it, but I mean whatever. It's a cool movie, people. Go see it. It's not that scary because it's actually really cool the way they do it. Is they'll always frame it so you can pretty much see it. There's no like jump scares, which is cool. I fucking hate jump scares because they're not scary. They're false tension.
You scare me.
So you can always see the STD, basically.
You can always see it coming, man, from a mile
away. In more
away.
ways than one.
It's been my experience that sometimes it lies dormant.
Yeah, on your face.
My next movie is Kingsman.
Secret Service.
Yeah.
You gotta name the whole...
Well, right now there's only one. Kingsman, the Secret Service of Brogues, not Hoes.
Brogues. Yep. Brogues, not hogs.
Yeah, it was just really fun and creative. Got a little silly in the movie at the end, but the whole journey was so fun that I didn't really mind the fireworks.
It was a goofy movie. I liked it.
Yeah, I just liked it.
It got like crazy violent.
Yeah, I actually had my brother-in-law test his sound speaker to the church scene this last weekend with with a bunch of 2-year-olds running around.
That's good.
Yeah, it was funny. Anyways, next movie.
What number is this?
My number.
I don't have any more.
I'm just gonna just skip to my number one. Ex Machina was by far my favorite movie.
That's my number one too.
Boom.
That must mean it's a good fucking movie.
That movie blew me away. Can not stop thinking about it. The story was so good. Makes you sit there and wonder what's going on with these people, the intentions. You want to know where people are left at the end of the movie. It's a great, fun, amazingly came out of nowhere movie for me.
I just remember after we saw it, our whole group, we went to the Mexican place and just talked about AI for an hour afterwards.
That was fun.
And then I did a lot of research into AI, and I learned a lot of stuff, and it scared me, and my wife's super scared of any sort of artificial intelligence now.
It's the kind of movie where it almost can't be ruined for you. There's a couple things that maybe, but it's just the experience of watching the movie and watching things develop, which is the great part about the movie. So,
and Poe Dameron and General Hux are excellent in it. You didn't even make that connection.
I did not.
This is fantastic for me because now I know what I can watch.
You gotta check out Ex Machina.
Not with children around, though.
No.
There's robot titties.
Yep.
There's robot sex?
Not what?
Is that what you said?
I said titties, but at least there's implied robot sex.
So let me ask you guys this now.
Okay.
You got your lists done.
Yep.
What are you looking forward to next year? Because I got a list of that too.
Well, you go. You haven't said anything for me.
Yeah. What's your? Because I only got one. I will be the silent one here, so I'll skip to. I'll quickly just say mine because I only got one.
I know what it is too.
It is. Say it then.
Kubo and the Two Strings.
Fuck. Oh yes. Oh, movies. Yes, movies for that. Yes, I was gonna go games. I don't know why I was. Were you going to games or movies, Pete?
No, I was talking movies still.
Oh shit.
Kubo and the Two Strings is a movie. You know that, right?
That's by that Leica movie.
That old leak in Portlandia?
Yeah, where they play with the puppets and stuff. So. Yeah. With Pete, Gumby.
What's your most anticipated movie, friend? What are your lists?
I have a list of about 6 here that I'm pretty stoked about. I would have to say Star Wars Rogue One.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really, really, really want to see that. The idea of actually witnessing how they got the Death Star plans is just so intriguing, man.
And we won't name our sources because that would probably be jerkish of us. But we do have sources that say, out of all the movies, Star Wars stuff that he's seen while working at Industrial Light and Magic, Rogue One is one of the best, if not the best, and that we will all be pleasantly satisfied.
We know people.
That sounds great.
In my case, I know people who know people.
Likewise.
We've heard it too. Yeah.
And just so I don't sound like a jerk, I am a huge fan of Leica, and I was just screwing around, and that is definitely I basically just have Paranorman and Coraline on loop.
Jerks off to Leica every day, so it's fun.
I love it. It's the only way I can still feel like animation is animation now. CG movies have become just sort of a job. I can see all the strings being pulled now, and they're not as enjoyable and magical as they were as a kid.
There is magic to stop motion.
Yeah, it's just still magical, and I don't want to know anything about the people. I don't want to meet the people. To me, it's still this weird fantasy thing of a kid. So to me, that's still animation. It is my number one movie.
All right.
Another one on my list is Everybody Wants Some. And the reason why I chose this one is because it's the spiritual successor to Dazed and Confused.
Oh. All right.
And it's because Dazed and Confused take place in the 70s. This one's going to take place in the 80s. Almost identical setting. It's going to be entertaining.
Who directed that?
Oh, God. Who directed that? Let me see. I really have no idea.
Michael Jordan, right?
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he took a break from baseball and golf to...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
cool.
right.
All right, MJ.
All right, MJ did it. What are you looking forward to, Michael?
Well, you guys already mentioned 2 of my 4, but I'm super looking forward to the BFG.
Yes, it's on my list too.
That came out of nowhere for me. Steven Spielberg is directing The Big Fucking Gun. No, it's The Big Friendly Giant, that Roald Dahl book. Did you never read that one?
Yeah. I should probably be ashamed. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
You've never heard of Roald Dahl?
Or BFG, or what the hell we're talking about. I don't know
BFG,
what
the Big Friendly Giant.
So it's this giant who's got these huge fucking ears, and he's like an old-looking guy. He goes around and I don't really remember. I read it when I was a kid, but he like steals little kids' dreams or something and keeps them in jars. And then it's a little boy in the book, right? But the trailer looks like a little girl.
Yeah, it's going to be a little girl.
That's cool. I'm super excited. I completely forgot that Steven Spielberg was directing that, and then the teaser dropped, and I was like, holy shit, that looks exactly like what I pictured as a kid when I read the book.
I have no idea. This is completely off my radar. It's cool.
No, it's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah.
For me, I really want to see what they do with Pete's Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. If there's a Disney movie that needs a reboot, it's Pete's Dragon. So like, and especially since it's not going to be a musical, I'm totally stoked about that.
Yeah.
Like, I think it could be really cool.
Fuck musicals, am I right, guys?
Yeah.
No. I love musicals.
Yeah, Jeff's all like, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball.
It's the one I love musicals so much, and it's the only thing I've never been cast on at Blue Sky. I've never had a singing shot.
That's good, because who wants to animate awkward jaw quivers on fake magic animation? I don't ever want to animate someone singing. I can't stand looking at it, and I don't ever want to do it.
I want to do it so bad. I really do like musicals.
All the students have all these singing shots in their reels, which I'm sure people enjoy, but I'm like,
Another one on my list is Zootopia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally want to see that.
Saw their talk at CTN, and they played that sloth clip, like the full DMV sloth clip before that trailer dropped, and it was like, people went crazy for that.
Yeah. They played that before Star Wars. And like at first everybody was like, oh, bullshit, we don't want to see this. And by the end, everybody was in tears. So it looks entertaining. I want to see it. Jeff's awfully silent.
Jeff?
I'm way too jealous to speak. Yeah.
Hey, man, peanuts.
Yeah, we're making that money.
Yeah, man, peanuts.
Yeah.
Hail Caesar.
Awesome.
Hail Caesar's another one I want to see. That's the new Coen Brothers movie.
See, I'll go see that, but that looks like one of those, and I'm prey to liking this stuff too, but it looks like a movie about the movie industry where like it'll win Oscar awards and everything just because it's like self-referential. But I think that'll still be funny and cool.
Do you guys each still have your top movie you're looking forward to, Pete?
I have
one
left.
That was my list, man.
Yeah,
and it was in no real particular order. My top one was probably Star Wars.
Yeah, me too.
I do have some sad news.
Wait, I have one left.
Oh, one left. How about, can we tease it when we come back?
Sure.
When we come back from a little commercial reading, we'll give
commercial
Michael
break.
Berardini's #1 looking forward movie of 2016.
Well, I don't want to give it that much praise. It's just a movie.
So stay tuned.
All right.
All right. So the sad news is we lost our sponsor.
Hey,
last
man.
week.
Fuck Subway, am I right, guys?
Well, honestly, I don't know if you've ever tasted. Like, I actually used to work at Subway.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Don't
mystery meatball sandwich.
Oh.
I mean, I finally got one of those Wookie cookies. God awful.
Yeah.
It's dry and wet at the same time. How do they do it? It's not. It's not what cookies taste like.
Yeah. No. You want those things later. Not
Was it furry?
fresh.
I mean, there were hairs on it, but I don't think they were supposed to be there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, we got a new sponsor. FanDuel is your way to be part of $75 million in cash payouts each week with no season-long commitment. Just pick a league, place your non-gambling related bet to your on your team, and if your skillful guess is better than most other guessers, then you can collect your winnings. Sure, it sounds an awful lot like gambling, but FanDuel believes its winners use a large amount of skill when guessing on their random assortment of players, unlike poker, where clearly no skill is involved, and winners are just lucky. 91% of the money FanDuel hands out goes to just 1.3% of the players. So if you find yourself relating to the top 1% of America, then you just might find yourself as a FanDuel winner. Enter promo code I'm a 1%er and your initial cash deposit will be matched up to $200, and you can begin placing your non-gambling related bet this very weekend. FanDuel.
FanDuel. Where the gamblers don't go?
No, they shouldn't. Not if they're gamblers.
No, yeah.
Michael, what is your number one most anticipated movie of 2016?
Well, again, it's not my number one, but Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. In the Harry Potter universe, takes place in like 1920s New York City. Wizards.
Will Harry Potter be mentioned?
No. It's
they...
like 50 years before he...
But what if it's like, what if it starts with Harry reading the story to
Don't you
kids?
even understand? Oh, fuck. They could do that framing device.
Yes.
I hate that. Oh, God, that would be awful.
You know they're going to. That is going to make everybody just so excited. When they hear that Daniel Radcliffe is part of the movie, people are going to freak out.
At the end of the last one, when they tried to age all the main characters up, and it looked fucking awful.
That movie was good, though.
That was cool. I remember I went and saw that, actually, at my animation mentor graduation in San Francisco. It was like the same day or the day before that the final movie came out. I was there with my wife and my mom, and we went and saw it, and this guy was talking like throughout the whole movie, and my mom was getting real pissed off, and she was talking shit to him, and he almost beat her up.
I met your mom.
It was scary as fuck, because I wasn't going to get in there. Wow. My mom can handle herself, though. She would have whopped that motherfucker.
I bet she would have. She threatened to slap one of our friends just last week.
She did do that. Our friend was bad-mouthing some story stuff in Star Wars, and she's like, oh, can I slap you now?
This is fact.
It was fun.
Does she listen to the podcast?
I hope not. If you are, I love you, Mom. You're great.
And you look like you could whip some ass.
So we got 7 minutes left, gentlemen.
What? What else are we going to talk about?
Oh, man. Just a few more minutes.
We got plenty of stuff.
What about most anticipated games?
Okay, yeah. So that's where I thought we were going. So really my most anticipated movies. Damn it,
Jeffrey.
Game.
Every time.
I would like to play on the Xbox One Cuphead.
Cuphead. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean...
I heard it's impossible.
That's why I've heard the difficulty, but that actually makes me excited.
I also
I want to be able to say, yeah, I beat it.
Well, there was an interview
Gabor,
where they
the autistic gamer.
I gotta switch my gamer tag.
You should see the way he holds his controller.
Oh man, they call me Lobster Claws.
God. I read an interview with those Cuphead guys, because the whole game's being made by like two brothers, I think. But they took all the advice, because everyone was saying it was so fucking hard. I think they're going to dial it back a little bit.
I don't want them to.
Well, I mean, you want to beat the game, don't you?
No, I would like it to be back in the... Like, Pete and I grew up with NES games where, like, if you said you beat a game, all of a sudden everybody, like, dropped their jaw and started freaking out. Like,
yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
Games weren't about beating them; they were actually about playing them and trying to beat them.
Yeah.
But very few actually got that feather in their cap.
Yeah.
I do remember Ocarina of Time was the first game I ever beat, and I was like actually shaking when I beat it, because that last boss battle was so intense
cool.
for me.
It was so intense.
Oh man.
Man.
My parents were like, "You're not allowed to game anymore." I'm like, "I have to. It's a drug."
If I had a PlayStation 4, I would be seriously looking forward to Last Guardian.
Yep.
Yeah, Last Guardian's on my list.
That looks great.
That's my top one. I mean, I haven't mentioned it. Did we? I don't know. Eco is my favorite game of all time. So that's like basically a spiritual successor to that. So
Legend of Zelda, for me. If it comes out next year, I'm not sure.
No way.
We'll see.
You think it'll launch with
the NX?
The NX?
I don't know. If it does, it'll be a fucking reason for me to buy the NX.
I mean, I sort of feel like they have to at this point.
To my understanding, they are going to be releasing it on the Wii U, period.
But don't you think it would have been out by now? Maybe not. I don't know.
They need to leave the Wii U way behind. And
hey, you shut your mouth. You shut your whore mouth.
They got it because it was a disaster. Just marketing wise, the name killed them.
Yeah,
the name killed. I'll agree with that.
I'm a hardcore gamer guy, and when they announced it at E3, I'm like, is this a add-on to the
I assumed it was an attachment.
Yeah.
Oh, like the Sega CD or the 32X?
Yeah, or like some handheld device that talks with your Wii. They should not have put Wii anywhere near that name.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Interesting thing about NX, which our friend Hector would want me to point out, because he keeps telling me about it a lot, is that the NX supposedly is going to have modular stuff, so it'll sort of be akin to a PC where you can upgrade it and you can buy certain modules that will upgrade RAM or memory or whatever the fuck you need. And that paired with the touch screen remote control thing that we've seen, this could be a very interesting console. But we'll see. E3 probably.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I'm hoping that they actually release more information about it soon. They have to do another Direct soon because it's been a while. The last Direct was only about Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Which at this point I don't give a shit. I want to know future titles and stuff. That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
So another game for me is The Division.
Yep. Looks awesome.
I'm way out. I'm not interested.
What? Why?
I'm just not interested in that gameplay.
You don't like third-person shooters.
I really don't.
You're a first-person man.
Yeah.
And I'm the exact opposite.
See, I think I was always a fan of the Rainbow Six and the Tom Clancy games.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, this was a no-brainer. And then, let's see, No Man's Sky. I can't fucking wait for.
Yep, that's on my list too. I think it'll be really cool. I think it hasn't come out yet because hopefully they're porting it for VR. If they made that a launch title with the PlayStation VR, that would explode people's dicks off.
I will point out to any listeners, they really should, any games we talk about should just watch the gameplay trailers to a lot of this stuff. Some of it's really amazing.
Yeah.
Just the trailers, to watch them just for an entertainment value.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So we said The Last Guardian. Mighty Number 9.
Yeah. I was excited. I was excited. It's slowly starting to worry me more and more.
It's taking too long.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're making it better, gentlemen.
Yeah, but man, because I'm coming off of playing only a few percent into the game, 21% into Ori and the Blind Forest. But it reminds me how just slick the animation is and how well it is, and then I'm watching Mighty Number 9 and it feels a little clunky, man.
Yeah, that's my thing. When I don't like the 2D foreground and the 3D background, I especially don't like just straight up 3D platformers like that either.
Oh, I hate them.
I don't like the perspective in it, and it bothers me.
Yeah.
You're talking 3D platformers like Mario 64?
No,
like
a 2D, 3D.
There's the new Sonic game was like that, where they did a 3D Sonic, pre-rendered almost. Wasn't it?
You're talking about 2.5D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Shadow Complex or whatever. Not for me.
Yeah, I agree. It styly doesn't feel right.
Well, how about Ratchet and Clank? Because that's on my list. Have you played Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah, I played all of them to a point. And I like them. I was never super into them. I always vastly preferred Jak and Daxter.
Oh, man, we would have disagreed. 10 years ago. 10 years ago, it would have come to
In the
fisticuffs.
schoolyard, we would
I hated Jackson Dexter, and I
suck your dad's dick better.
Nah, I don't think I would have had that fight.
That's not how it goes. Sorry, Dad.
I don't know.
I don't know if my dad listens to this.
Oh God.
I would.
This podcast was supposed to be rated PG.
Do you know how much money I'd put down
To what?
No, I'm not going to, because then someone's just going to like harass my parents to actually go and listen to it. But I would. There's no way in that. Anyways, yeah, I was a huge Ratchet and Clank fan. I played the first two. Loved seeing our old friend Ryan Deniston's name in the credits of the first one.
That was really Ryan Deniston.
Yeah. He was a
good guy, great guy.
I don't know if he was supervising animator on it or one of the lead guys on that, or just an animator. But it was cool seeing his name at the end and then working with him. It was really trippy.
I'm interested to see their animated movie coming out.
Oof, love the games. A little worried.
Star Fox Zero is my last one on my list. I want to play that game badly because I love Star Fox.
You can right now. It's called Battlefront Star Wars. Play the Fighter Squadron mode in it. Gives you everything you could possibly want. It is so awesome.
I have that game. I got it for Christmas, and my son has been playing it more than I have.
Dude, go to multiplayer, play Fighter Squadron.
Smack his head right
You will
out.
love it. Love it.
All right, I'll check it out.
Don't look at me like I'm stupid. I know I turned off the video, but I know. I want you to.
So it'll fix that Star Fox hunger I have.
Dude, I'm not joking. Do you remember playing multiplayer on Star Fox 64?
Yes.
And just, I don't know if you were like me, but I played for hours and hours and hours with my friends. And this feels like that.
Awesome.
Oh, God. I want to play it over and over and over again. I really enjoy it. Fighter Squadron. It's great. That's what it's called. I love it so much.
I love it. It's great. It's like Mom's closet.
Well, you know me well enough now that I butcher every name of everything.
Yeah.
So
You do.
just know that about me. I'm just not going to know the proper names to anything. So.
Well, I have 5 more games I'm looking forward
Dear Lord,
to.
what time,
I'll blast
what
through
are we
them.
at? 'Cause
I'll blast through
all
them.
right, we only have a -5 just more minutes.
Okay. How do I categorize this? How do I organize?
Do you have top 6 again?
It's 5 right now.
Well, name us. Just make up a 6 because that's your thing, right?
Yeah. Okay. So technically, this was one that we didn't talk about, but we sort of did. PlayStation VR. I'm excited for that. It's not a game, but I'm excited for that. It should come out this year. Firewatch. You guys heard about that one at all?
Yeah.
I have heard about that one, yeah.
It's
It's beautiful.
It's super cool looking, really stylized, like first person story sort of game. Mass Effect is supposedly coming out this year. That's stupid. You're stupid.
I don't care about those games.
Those games are fucking amazing.
No.
Horizon Zero Dawn, PlayStation 4
Is
exclusive.
that a horror movie?
No. And it's a game.
I've heard about it. I don't know much about it.
I think it was just revealed at E3 this past year, so it's only been around for not very long, but it looks amazing. It's by the guys that made Killzone.
Horizons.
So. What?
It's a race car game.
Oh, gosh. So, Guerrilla Games, they know how to make pretty games, and it looks like they actually have cool gameplay now, because Killzone wasn't that interesting. Uncharted 4.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves fucking Uncharted 4. That game is going to be so fucking good. Okay, and then my number one most anticipated game is a game that I backed on Kickstarter like 1.5 2 years ago. Hyper Light Drifter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I backed that one, too.
Yep.
I'm going to have to come over and play that.
I mean, you could buy it yourself, too,
Oh.
when it comes out.
I'm going to have to...
He's basically telling you to fuck off.
I mean, you could come over and watch me play it, but you didn't.
Yeah, but we can trade lives.
Okay. I'll allow it. Oh, shit. The whiskey?
No, it's okay.
Oh, the phone. Okay.
With that, we have come to the end of another just a few more minutes podcast.
Yes. So let me put this out there real quick.
Put it out there. Put it on the table.
I will.
I had an agenda. Hopefully you'll say it. Go ahead.
I will. Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are JAFMM. JAFMM podcast.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, hit us up on Twitter, and we'll answer them for you.
I think we deserve a cool shout-out for the cool intro and exit music.
Yeah.
Yes, we
How
do.
about that?
Jordan Pearson for the thank you very much for the awesome music that you provided for us in a very timely manner, I'd say.
It's like I can hear it slowly starting to rise right now in the background.
No,
Yeah.
I wanted to say so much.
Oh.
No, it's fine.
No.
It is slowly rising. Listen, can you hear it?
Wait,
on
no,
the wind?
no, because Michael's got something more to say.
I forgot what it was.
I put it back down. Don't worry about it.
Did you hear the music?
That's stupid. This has been Just a Few More Minutes podcast, where the three of us dish about games, movies, and animation. Hopefully we'll see you guys in 2 more weeks, where we will dish about more stuff with only just a few more minutes.
We dish a lot.
Yeah.